That's fucked up.
I am so sorry if I had scarred your eyeballs, but it had to be done. Now, what is this TikTok? This TikTok is going viral, at least has been going viral for several days. Reason being, girl claims that she got SA'd. Now, claims like that should not be taken. Claims like that should be taken seriously, but they should not be definite until proven otherwise. And this TikTok in particular shows that there was no SA, there was just her being a bit nosy, and she just got a small, indecent exposure of a dude in his house. And it's crazy. It is insane. Like, what did you really what are you expecting to accomplish here? It is amazing in the world that we live in. And I'm sorry if I'm talking pretty fast. It's just that I'm about to go to work. I'm trying to get this done ASAP before I have to go off to work, have this edited and sent out on YouTube. So I hope that you guys really much like it. But it is very much one of those cases where this girl claims that there was SA. Doesn't seem like there was SA. And there was even some more TikToks of her saying some crazy stuff. And unfortunately, it's what can one do? What can one do? So let me show you this clip of her saying that she got silenced, that she's this is a man's world, stuff like that. So here's the footage.
You guys, my account is currently at risk of being banned because I had to explain my story one time, right? They took the video down and gave my account a strike. So I explained my story again and censored the video that I have just so they can't take it down for the same reason. They took it down for the same reason again, and now my account has a second strike. Guess what? If I get one more strike, I'm banned from TikTok. So not only did I get assaulted 3 days ago on October 12th on Sunday, I then lost my job. The police are doing nothing. And if I get one more account strike on TikTok, my account's done. This is a man's world. I'm the victim. Remember, I'm the victim. And they took down my video. They were gonna have to pay me for my second story time because that was over a minute long. They were gonna have to pay me for all those views I got. So no, they took that right down. They took that right down. Absolutely not. They're not paying me for that. Nope.
Now, you guys clearly see how emotional she is about this. This is some crazy stuff, and it is unfortunate that she had to witness that. But at the same time, are there any charges to be pressed? Because according to who she talked to, and it was a cop. I'll also have this posted right here.
To his car, and then he came back to me and he told me, this is pretty much verbatim. It's not verbatim, but it's the point that he said. He said he's not sure if there are charges that can be pressed at this point because he was inside of his house, and specifically he said it's not like he came up to his door with it out or his window with it out or whatever. But it's come on now. How likely is it that it's cold outside? It's pretty chilly. Your ceiling fan is on. You got all your lights on in your house. You got your front door open, right? You just ordered DoorDash 15 minutes ago. And within 15 minutes of ordering DoorDash and it getting delivered to your front door, you're asleep on the couch with your pants and your underwear to your ankles, your front door wide open, your lights on, it's freezing outside. Like, come on now. That is voyeurism. That is exhibitionism. That was something against my own will that I was fulfilling for that man. Oh, and I forgot to say, the police officer said he was going over to the residence of that DoorDash customer to speak to him and see what his side of the story is, what he has to say about what was going on with him. And then another major factor that we're not even considering is that man lives in a duplex. In that video, you'll see another door next to his. That's another apartment unit right next to his. That could be a family. Anybody could walk out. See, listen, if I wasn't the target, you still shouldn't be whacking it off, whether you're drunk or under the influence of any substances, with your door wide open regardless, because anybody could walk out and get assaulted from that, seeing what you're doing on your couch. It could be a child. Anybody could come up on your porch and see that. Anybody walking by on the sidewalk and accidentally getting a glance would be a victim.
My question is, like, why didn't she involve the police first, then informed DoorDash, and then done TikTok? Like, why did it have to be TikTok first, then DoorDash, and then police? That's my real question, because you have to admit, something does not add up. Something does not add up with all this. But she basically sent out this last TikTok, and before I say anything, just look at it.
Hey guys, it's been a minute, a whole 24 hours, I know, but I have an update as of October 16th, 2025. First and foremost, I just want to thank everybody for the support and ally shit that you've shown. It's really making me feel so validated and seen, and that's really helping me through this tough time. So I just want to let you guys know I really appreciate the output and support. So the update is, last night I was made aware of a bunch of people started commenting on my pages that DoorDash made a public statement about me on their TikTok story and on their most recent Instagram post in the comment section. And I'm not going to speak too much further on details, but what I am going to say is I and the entire rest of the world found out why I lost my job at the exact same time. I didn't find out before you guys. I'm just letting you know this right now. The people that saw their public statements and made me aware that they made those public statements knew why I lost my job. Because I went and checked my email once I was made aware that they made those public statements. They sent me the deactivation email at the same time. Like, literally within the same day. So they sent me my deactivation email explaining that I was deactivated. It took 24 hours after the deactivation. 24 hours after I already submitted my appeal. And about 12 hours after they had already denied my appeal, they finally sent me the email explaining why they fired me. So I and the rest of the world, we all found out why I lost my job together. That's the update.
I mean, yeah, she's right in that regard. She lost her job and everything, and she found out alongside with everybody else. But I mean, it was expected. The brand was in danger. They're going to try to do anything they can to not be involved. And of course, it is crazy, this whole situation. It really shouldn't have happened to begin with, be it because of the guy who did it, or be it because of her being a little nosy. With all of this, being out and about, though, I'd say, like, I personally think they're both equally as bad, but mostly her. Be it because she just looked a little too deep into it, or be it because of the allegation that she brought up. But I personally think she overdid it. She overplayed her hand. Not to mention, she lost her job in the process, by which I hope that she finds a good job sooner or later. And I'm sorry that that has happened, but in all honesty, as there's only so much sympathy and condolences can do. Seriously. What I see this as is a fuck around and find out kind of moment, because it is one of those things where you just, simply put, if it's sexual assault, you do not play with that. You do not play with that at all. That is something serious. There's a lot of victims involved. There's a lot of people who have experienced sexual assault, and I mean it in a physical manner, not just like, oh, he assaulted my eyes. Like, people have actually experienced sexual assault, and it seems like she is like downplaying what sexual assault actually is. So, I mean, it is something, and not to mention, um, drawing this comparison with Emiru's situation that happened at TwitchCon, that right there could be considered sexual assault. This situation cannot be considered sexual assault. So, this is a bit of gray. This is a bit of black and white. But at the end of the day, what she did in her actions, it doesn't. It may not warrant the urgency that she believed there was, but it is one of those things that, unfortunately, I personally will say it as it is. It is a bit of a miscarriage, in a sense of like, she tried to perpetuate that it was a sexual assault when it really wasn't, and people are calling her out for it. I'm calling her out for it because we all know it wasn't. It was right there in the first video that we saw earlier in this video, and it is some bullshit, honestly. But with that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys will push the like, hit subscribe, stick around if you want to stay updated on more stuff like this, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Ciao.